So in this video, the first thing I need to do is to put my one wind tarp up, because we're heading into a storm, strong winds and a lot of rain tonight. And I am in a tent, and now normally I do tent camping in the rain. A lot of people say in the comments, that is, why don't you ever put a tarp up over your tent? Give yourself some work area underneath. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do tonight. So I'm going to get a tarp set up, and then I know if the rain does come in, at least we've got shelter and we can stay dry. That's the most important thing. It's just, we've got a lot of areas. There's all that one there. There's a massive area behind here. There's all this here. There's some trees up there. There's someone in the tent over there. Now this place is a summer camping ground. Over winter time it's closed, so I do get access all year, all winter round if I want to use it. But first thing I need to do is get the tarp set up. We've got to get the tarp set up before it rain starts. So I'm thinking from this tree to that tree there. I'll walk you up so you see it. It's a hell of a distance, and I'm hoping my paracord will reach. So from this tree to the big tree there, let's see what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so the gap I'm picking is 8 meters from this tree all the way to the other one. It's a 4 meter tarp. So I'm hoping I've got enough cord at the ends to actually wrap it round the tree to get a good pull on it. Thinking from there to there, and I can set my tent up probably where about the tarp is now on the floor. Seems a good spot really. Aye, that's what I need to get done. Right, so the tarp is set up. It's quite a low setup. I'm only in the OEX Fox 2 tent, so that is going to be brilliant over that end over there where it's pretty flat, and then this half here, then that's where I can do like cooking, making a quick drink. But when I will be cooking in a bit, I will be doing it on this point here, because I'm going to use a fire stove that I've got. So we have got some nice food to cook, but just underneath it, I hope the picture quality is decent. You can see what I mean by a low setup. And at this side here, I've set it quite slopey to go straight down to run all the water off. So the next thing I want to do is probably get the tent set up, because we are starting to lose daylight already. And like I say, we've only got about another hour or so before all the rain starts. So it'd be nice to be set up, everything set up in your tent, and then just enjoy the sound of the rain. Now the ground isn't that soggy either, surprisingly, with all the rain that we have had yesterday and the day before. So I'll be all right under there, sitting on my chair, watching my little stove. And these are these sort of flags here, what I'm going to take one and put that underneath to protect the grass. They don't like the grass getting burnt. And another thing they don't like is people cutting the trees down for firewood. So I've brought a few things in what I can do with that. You know, at the end of the day, it's somebody's land. We have to respect the land. Just like it is if you go to I'm chatting, I forgot everything, my mind's gone blank. Let's just get the tent set up. Up to the fells, where night walks and stuff, you don't go up there and have a fire. You don't do it, you're not allowed to do it. So when landowner says we don't like no fire pits, we respect that and we follow his rules. Because like I've already said before, this is a place to come in winter with hot tents and try different things out. Is a beautiful place to be. It really is. Right, so this is how far I've got. I can just feel the rain in the air. Fox 2 is half put up, the inner's up, just putting the fly sheet on now. The tarp's ready. Scott is, I'd say, fully set up. Hammock, anything, yeah, not far. He's got his sleeping bag there, I think, in stuff sack. But yeah, you can start to feel the air. And I saw it news and I didn't understand it, but they said it's going to warm up as, you know, the weather changes. And earlier on I've said to Scott I'm a bit nippy, but now I think I can feel it warming up. I know it might sound crazy, but I felt a change in the temperature as well. But yeah, it's definitely starting to rain. Right, let's finish getting set up, because I'd like to be able to do some cooking, cook some food in a different way what I hadn't done before, so that's going to be good. Look at my beard, it's going grey there, isn't it? grey, ginger, brown. Anyway, yeah, do some lovely food, cooking a completely different way. Now, if this is the first time you see my channel and you want to see more, please do consider subscribing. We're getting so close to that 100,000 subscribers now. Yeah, if you want to see more camping, we're going to do some Wainwright walks, hikes, camping, like woodland camping like this, a little bit of cooking, showing some stoves again. We're going to be knuckling down, especially this winter time with camping. It's so much better, less people around. But for now, I'm gonna sort this tent out. So yes, if you've got a second, please do feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching, please do give a massive thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps me on YouTube quite a bit as well. Right, let's crack on. There's some horses in the field over there. The one in this one just behind the fence, but they've moved over now. Yeah, stop talking, Daniel. Mumbling on that. So there we go. Set up. All I need to do now is get my air mat, sleeping bag, my chair, my stoves, other bits and bats, food. Yeah, definitely feel the wind picking up. But yeah, I need to get everything else now. I had this tent in Storm, what was that storm called now? Kara. Just by itself with no tarp over it, and that held it up very strong. A lot of people do use the Fox 2 and they always say how much of a strong tent it is. 5,000 hydrostatic head, very waterproof. Right, well, I'm not going to bore you now with showing you, putting my sleeping bag down and everything. It's unnecessary. I can show you all my setup afterwards. Going back to the car now, I'm going to pick stuff up, go down, get completely set up, then I'll bring you back. And I need to try and set this wood burning stove up. I've had it for quite a few years now and I've used it a lot, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be with the material being warped with all the heat. But yeah, I'll bring you back soon, then you'll see the food that I'm cooking and how I'm cooking it. Right, so I thought I'd show you my setup for the night. I've got a small radio here for later on to sit back, relax, listen to radio. Battery pack for power to charge my LED light bulb, and here I've got my Outdoor Vitals sleeping bag. If you're just going to subscribe to the channel or you've just subscribed, most of this winter time you will see this sleeping bag. It's my best down sleeping bag I've got, and my pillow. And I've got the Flux 7R by OEX, one of the best air mats they've made, and a little foam inflatable mat there by OEX as well. Nope, I'm not sponsored by OEX, it's just the stuff that I've used in the past, what works really well. Right, so I wonder if I'm quiet. Can you hear the rain? It started very lightly, it's always like that, isn't it? But yeah, it's set to get heavy about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10ish. So I'm supposed to get a good 4 or 5 hours of heavy rain. I like the idea of being under the tarp, to be honest. It does give you that room to work in. Aye, I do like it. Why have I not used it before? I don't know. I mean, I have done it, using it with tents before, once or twice. But anyway, the stove, I haven't shown this for a long time on the channel. It's my free FUO gear stove. You get a grill here in the back of it. And then inside it, you get all the parts you need to build it up. So you got your two sides, the back. It's a bit jammed in there. Anyway, you get the bottom tray, and there's this side, well, the front door, and here is like a bit of a platform you need. It's caught on the corner of the bag. There we go. A little platform there with the feet, and I've just felt something else in the bag again. Somewhere. There we go. Nope. Something else in the bag. Oh, there we go. you don't want to put a top mesh on, you can just put that across it like that, and then it's like a giant pot holder. Now I am trying to do everything with my light here, so we're going to get a lot of reflections. There's no I can really do about that. Now look, it's a bit better actually, that, isn't it? Right, so we need to get the sides. Look how badly warped they are. And then we need to build the stove up. Like this, but this is going to be a pain because it's so badly warped. And I don't think it's designed to go the opposite way. Let's see if I can bend it. It's just such soft. This is probably 1mm material, and it is like a stainless, so it does warp pretty bad under heat. There we go, we've got one in. There we go, we're doing it. Right, there we go. We're doing it. What a mess around it's going to be. This is going to be hard work. I'll bring you back when it's done. Right, so there's the stove. I haven't used this for at least a good year and a half on the channel. Very simple. We have the fire in there. We put food on top of there and let it cook. Likewise, put your kettle on there, let it cook as well. But yeah, like I say, it's warped a lot, but that is always going to happen. So I do have the fire going, so I can just pull it down a little bit to show you. There we go. Just put a couple of little bits in at the moment. It's sort of, let's say, out of the tarp actually. Tarp's here and stuff's quite not too far out of it, but I'm not going to have it, you know, blaring, so it's going to burn the tarp. Yeah, the tarp's not warmer out, so it's not affecting it. But I do want to boil some water for a drink, and I'm going to be using this big nest tin. Oh, it's a zebra can, or zebra tin, one of them. Bushman Mick gave me this quite a while ago, and I was just looking through my stuff and I thought I'm going to use that. So this is what I will be using to cook on tonight as well. It is a bit extreme for cooking, you know, what I'm going to be doing, but at least we've got something different to show on the channel. Probably a bit extreme for water as well, so while it's going, I think I'll boil all the water that I've got in one go. Nah, I can't do that, can I? I can't do it like that. I don't even think I have my cup to drink out of. There we go. I don't know if I forgot something. I forgot something. My drinking cup. Ah. There's always going to be something. I do have a few cans of Captain Morgan's. But there we go. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. It's not completely gone wrong. I do have my camping stove. I use the gas with the spark starter on top, let's say, like this, to light the fire starter for my stove. So what we'll do is we'll boil some water in this, and we'll just have to drink my coffee out of the pot tonight. So we'll have to do that if we want to drink, and I do want to drink, so we've got no choice to do this. There we go. So we'll just get that going. And we'll come back to that soon. Once that's boiled, we'll have a nice warm drink. And I'm slowly going to feed wood into the fire, because I will be cooking on this in a bit. But the rain has stopped for about half an hour now, but it is set to kick in really bad in another couple of hours. So they've been a little bit late with the forecast of the rain, but that's a good thing. At least they've got it wrong like that. Yeah, my tarp's still nice and cold. No heat build up on that. Right, so I've decided the wind is definitely starting to pick up now, so I'm going to do my cooking now. There's not worse sitting outside in the wind trying to cook your dinner, is there? Well, I don't think so anyway. So like I say, we've got this big zebra tin, Bushman Mick all the way. People ask about Bushman Mick, we haven't heard note from him for a while. So we're going to have this Chinese style chicken stir fry. We're not just going to have one, I'm going to have two because I just don't want to be hungry. And one of them, simple thing is, one will not fill me, but two will be too much. So at least I can keep some in the can through the night. If I want to have some more, I can rather stick my stove on, warm it up through the stove, or if the fire's still going, I can just warm it up like that. But what I want to do is, I need to cook the chicken first. So that's where the can's going to come in good use. Put it in there, let it slowly cook away. Or I'm thinking, would it really matter if I just throw it all in at once? I don't know, what do you think? I think it might if I just throw it all in. I don't think it's going to matter, is it? What I do need to do is get a little bit of cooking fat, and I know Scott has some, so I'm going to pop down there. But it's safe to say the rain has started again. I put a little bit of fat in the tub. So now what we need to do, without burning myself too much, is add the chicken. Go on then, tell me if I'm greedy, it's up to you. Drop a comment. Just bear in mind it's only 5 o'clock and I don't want to be hungry through the night. So it's better if I cook all my food at once, I think, instead of having to redo it later on. Yeah, there's a lot of chicken there, but that's a good thing. I'm just trying to find different ways of cooking on the channel instead of the same bush box, firebox stoves and stuff. Just trying to find different ways, and I think this is a good idea for like this. If you want to make a stew, a chili con carne, you can do everything in these tins. It's a good size. I wouldn't like to think how many litres it is. Yeah, it's a good size one. Oh, tell you something, it's a bit cold out there. I'll turn that light around. Oh, it's a bit bright in a smaller tent like this. But yeah, it's getting a bit nippy out there. That's no good, is it? See if that's any better. There we go. Yeah, we've still got my little stove going, cooking my chicken. Well, at least we get to wear that for a bit, don't we? Sound of the rain hitting the tarp. Yeah, it's quite hard to record when you're out camping in dark. Unless you've got some big lights pointing at you and everywhere. I think that's what a few people don't really understand if they've not watched videos like this before. In winter time it's a bit trickier. In summertime you've got light to probably about 9:30. But when it's winter like this, it's really hard because you don't want to overexpose the video with like head torches and stuff like that. You need to keep it just right, and it's pretty hard as well. I can only see what I can see on the screen, but I don't know if it's bright or too dark and stuff to look back on the video. But the rain has truly kicked in now anyway. And my chicken, it's shrunk, so it is becoming more of a one-man meal than a 2-portion, let's say. What are you cooking tonight, Scott?
Steak and chips, mate.
Scott's on steak and chips. I'm on boiled stir fry. Boiled stir fry. I'm still getting it wrong. Yeah, well. I'm glad I listened to some of the viewers previously and using a tarp. What a cracking idea. Right, I'm going to pour myself some dinner out. I can get this top off anyway, because it's well and truly done. Dinner time. Someone once said to me, you only go camping to eat. So you know what? That's not a bad thing, is it? I am not bothered if that's the truth. Because we like to eat, don't we? Now, that's not a lot. Looked like I got more out a minute ago. No, that's too much now. Never mind. It's never too much. Always understand that. Oh yes, look at that, people. I don't think I can even get the light perfect enough for you. That looks absolutely gorgeous, and it is cold and it's raining, so a nice warm meal like this is going to do me wonders. I knew it. That is fantastic. That rain's dripping off at tarp now, flicking into the fire. Nice in the rain, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Everywhere I look, because it's hard to get good lighting everywhere. I'm just like blocking the light off out. Yeah, it's there in the rain while I'm eating my dinner. You don't have that in your living room, do you? And you know what I'm going to say? Be that person, get up and get outdoors. Give it a try. I don't think this video has gone too good to be truthful with you, I'm being honest. It's going to be dark at times, you know, in footage, and it's going to be bright, light. I think it's just going to be a mixture of whatever will be in this video. but then I know people understand the difficulty of recording sometimes. But it is what it is. I'm happy I've got probably half this portion again here for later on, wherever Ron is. Get it later on, Ron. Me try to be funny, yeah? What a stupid thing to do. Well, as you can see, Scott is on camp.
Hello, hello, hello.
His gas has froze because it's getting that cold outside now.
Yeah, what a bit of a disaster.
He's come to rescue it with the fire. Good old fire, always come first. Well, I think you can clearly hear it now. The rain has picked up pretty bad. The wind has dropped. There's hardly any wind. Last time we were all wind, no rain, but now it's like incredible heavy rain. And it does feel weird knowing, but the rain is not hitting the tent, it's hitting the tarp. So I was thinking earlier, oh, it's raining, I better shut my tent door. And it's just like, it's bone dry. But I do see the point of having a tarp over. But I don't think it's something I could do all the time, because I'm not getting the effect of being out in the tent. And that might sound really crazy, but I don't know, it don't feel right being out in rain and having a tarp over your tent. I could have used a bivvy bag or something like that. Basically what I'm saying is, this setup, it just don't feel right to me. Now I'm not sure if it's something I definitely do all the time, but it is giving me the option of having the door open and seeing the rain and hearing the rain and not getting wet. So it has its pros and cons with me, but I'm leaning more to no tarp. But then I want to better do all this. I'm just, you know, mixed emotions about it. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to relax and listen to the rain. So I think you can hear now, but the rain is seriously giving it some. Red, amber alert, rare alert, let's say, for Wales. They've already had a lot of flooding, haven't they? And I've been at weather forecast, and the rare red weather warning for them. I hope everybody in Wales is all right. I hope too much property don't get damaged for them. You know, we might enjoy this being out in tents camping, you know, thinking it's brilliant, but there's people going to be sitting there now wondering, are their homes going to be flooded? Businesses, schools, supermarkets, shops and stuff. It is completely different to how I'm thinking right now. All I'm thinking about is, should I take the tarp down and just, you know, hear the rain on the tent itself? And there's people going to be sitting there going, oh, here comes rain, oh God, what's going to happen now? I hope everyone's alright. We get through this storm. It's not too bad for us, but like I say, other places will be. So I just hope people, you know, I can't think what I'm saying, to be fair. So I'm getting ready to settle down for the night, but because it's cold, I want to show you a little trick that I've learned how to do. Now, I've done this 3 or 4 times, so I do know it's safe. Not bad happens unless you do it wrong yourself, and to be fair, I don't know how you can do it wrong. What you need to do is this. So when it rained, I collected a kettle full of water. And I just want to put that on here once I get this going. Anyway, there we go. Put it on level ground there and put the kettle on. The kettle doesn't seem to balance on that stove very well. Anyway, put the kettle on there like that. Tell you, we're going to do it a little bit different actually. I'm going to take that off. So that's going to be a bit better. I'll put the pot holder on. Yeah, that fits a lot better now. No, I didn't think about doing that. So I'm just going to let this water boil. Right, so the kettle's nicely boiled. So what you need to do now is get yourself a metal hiking bottle. Euro Hike 750ml. Make sure it's nice and stable. And I think you can work it out. Fill it up with the hot water. And then this becomes like an hot water bottle. The one problem is it does get very hot, so you do have to be very careful. Oops, I thought that fell then. So how far are we? Yeah, we're not too far. What have we done? I need to make sure you do this really tight, because if not, the pressure at water, the steam and stuff may blow it. I'm not saying it will, but do this, you know, do it for yourself. Don't be doing it just because I showed you. It's at your own risk. Yeah, let me put that in writing. This is at your own risk. Don't be doing this and going, well, Dan did it and I burnt myself, so now I'm going to sue him for every last little bit of penny he's got. Believe me, you won't sue me for much. Oh, that's a bad idea. I thought I'd just crop it in between my legs a little bit, you know, so I can get the bottle lid on tighter. And it touched some delicate areas almost. Obviously through my material of my pants. That was a bit warm, that. Right, I'm just going to tighten this up and I'll bring you back. So then this becomes a hot water bottle. Now, if you do it, that's your own risk. I've done this quite a few times. I never have any problems. I normally kick it at the bottom of the sleeping bag, let it warm my feet up, then bring it up as it gets a little bit cooler. But because it's metal, it does get very, very hot, and you know, that's why it's not a water bottle. It works really good for that. But yeah, just up there again. Just do it at your own risk. If you don't like the idea of it, you don't need to bang on in comments about it. You just don't do it. Simple as that. But I've done it quite a lot, and it always works for me. Keeps me nice and warm. Well, I think you can guess the wind has picked up. I don't know what time it is. I haven't got a clue what time it is actually, to be fair. Must be about 1 o'clock. I don't know, I'm just guessing the time, so I'm half asleep. Bloody hell, give us a minute. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely picked up the wind. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take the tarp down because it's not doing any use like it is. Because I can feel the tarp, you know, braying on top of the tent. And I don't want to rip the tarp, that's another reason why. So I'm going to have to do an emergency takedown. And then get everything from inside the porch in the tent somewhere, and then see if I can get back to sleep. Right, so now my tarp is down. Because the tent is quite low profile, the wind seems to just be going over me. So that's pretty good. I'm getting a bit of movement. I'm not saying we're not getting any wind. Wow, I need to wake up. I'm so half asleep. But But I've had to do this as well. I'll show you what I've had to do. I've had to tie the bottom of my sleeping bag up. What I did is, in a rush to get back in the sleeping bag, I've had to put a few things, you know, within the tents. The vestibule area, doorway, let's say, is not very big. I've got a little bit on this side, a little bit on that side, and then to put my feet in the sleeping bag, and I felt it push, and it pushed against my camera stand. So the camera stand pierced the bottom of the sleeping bag. I put a big hole in it, so it looked like it's a feather. A feather. Yeah, anyway, that happened. Here's wind again. See that? It gives it a bit of a beating. Not too much though, not for me to worry about, I don't think. I can cope with that. I know the Fox 2 is capable of lasting in these winds. Right, I'm gonna get back to sleep. Well, good morning, people. Oh, 8 o'clock. Took me a while to get back to sleep last night. The wind has died down, now we're getting rain. What's always sometimes a bit of a more of a problem when you're packing away, innit? What a beautiful morning. Yeah, would have had the tarp up, all this would have been dry. But I just got the feeling that tarp were going to break eventually in that wind. So I thought it more better just to take the tarp down. Because I know this Fox 2 tent has never ever leaked or failed on me. Right, let's wake up. Well, slowly packing tent away with Scott's help. Scott's all packed away and ready to go. I enjoyed the Fox 2 once again. Yeah, the Fox 2, wow, stood up brilliant. Can't knock this tent. Yeah, it's just start getting motivated in it mornings. That was a pain.
Tell me about it.
But we've only got this to take down anyway. Right, so we're in the car, ready to go home. Rain's just starting again, so we had a nice little break there. Scott's in his car, waiting to go. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. There'll be a link to Scott's channel in the description. As always, anybody I camp with, I always share a link in the description in case you really want to go check out their channels. And for all I can say now is thanks for watching. Wow, that weather got bad through the night, but this is what it's all about. Hope you feel like you want to subscribe. If so, you can please press here, subscribe to my channel. I put another video up there for you. But for now, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope I do see you next time.